So I'm actually filming this, as you can see, during the daytime. Like I always like film these during the into the evening, or at night when I have to use my light. So having like natural lighting, filming this in the afternoon is a bit weird, but we're gonna get through it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions, and yet again, I'm seeing three films this weekend. A bunch of them very different, but also like two of them are also the same kinda ish. Um, so it'll be a very interesting weekend. But the first one that I got out of was The Amateur. This one stars Rami Malek, Rachel Brosnahan, Lawrence Fishburne, Hulk McCallany, John Bernthal, amongst a whole host of other people. And it tells the story about a man named Charlie who ends up losing his wife when there was a terrorist attack in London. Vowed to seek revenge against his wife's killers, he goes out and tries to kill them in his own very special, unique ways, while the CIA tries to stop him and also try and stop some information about them getting leaked out to the public. Um, so this one was very interesting. Again, like, what is it with so many movies coming out? Like this year and also a little bit of last year, where it's like it's based off of a book. This one is also based off of a book. Don't know if it is of the same name, but I cannot remember the author um, off the top of my head. But if the book is really good, then maybe I can consider it giving it a read. Um, but this movie, I was very interested in it because there were a lot of people in it that I was like, oh, like this person is attached to it, so that means it's probably going to be at least decent. Like, you got Rami Malek, you got Rachel Brosnahan, Lawrence Fishburne, Hulk McCallany, who I loved as Fritz from The Iron Claw. He was really good in that. And John Bernthal, who I have to get this off my chest right now. His look in this movie is literally the look he had in episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again. They probably just ripped him off this set and put him on the Daredevil Born Again set and filmed that scene during the show's reshoots. That's just something I noticed off the top of my head. But yeah, this movie was pretty solid. There was one review that I saw before I came to watch the movie that said that they liked it but didn't love it, and one of the reasons why they didn't really necessarily love it is because the pacing between um, where Charlie finds each of the people that were responsible for killing his wife and he kills them, they were like really spaced out, but they fill that with like, all the reminder that like he really did love his wife. Um, and I kind of agree with that statement, but you also have to remember that Charlie is very much a meticulous person, and I recognize meticulous when I spot it because I'm a meticulous person. Like, I love my routines. Like, when I can stick to a routine like 9 times out of 10. And there was a scene early on in the film where Rachel Brosnahan's character Sarah basically writes down all the things that Charlie has to do while she's out of town at this conference, and that is like totally 100% something my parents would do, just to remind me to like, hey, do this stuff while we're gone. Um, so I related in that aspect. I related also to the aspect, like, I've done a bit of government work, not to the extent that Charlie does in the film, but I did work for the government for a brief time. and it just brought back like all of like the nerves and all of the emotions that came um, while working that job, and it was just well, it was a nice little ping of nostalgia a little bit while seeing that. The performances were really really solid. Rami Malek was really good. Florence Fishburne was also really good. John Bernthal, for like his brief little appearances at like the beginning and end of the film, I thought were really cool. He's like becoming one of those actors that like when you see him on screen, you're just entranced by what he says. Um, Holt McCallany was also really good as well in this. Like this is 2 movies now that I've seen him in, and he's like really really good. If you guys have any other movies that he is in that I should watch, like let me know down in the comments because I would love to check out more of his work. Um, James Hawes, I hope I'm saying his last name correctly, spelled Hawes. Um, this was the director for the film. I thought he did a pretty good job. My one complaint that I will say is the like I could understand like what was going on in the action scenes, but just like maybe just a touch much on the shaky cam. Like I could still again I can still figure out what's going on in the fight, but just like maybe just a touch too much shaky cam for my liking. But that's just me. Ken Nolan and Gary Spinelli were tasked with basically adapting this book to a screenplay, and I think they did a pretty good job. Um, they really fleshed out like the relationship and the love that Charlie and Susan had, or not Susan, Sarah. They really did flesh out their relationship really, really well, and just hammered home the importance of what love can do to a person. In fact, I was before even going in to see the film, I was watching a breakdown video by New Rock Stars for The Last of Us. And yes, I'm going to be reviewing Last of Us Season 2. And Craig Mazin was talking on the After Show podcast for episode 1, I think. And he just talked about like love is a force for good, but it also can be a force for bad. And like Charlie thinks he's doing the right thing, but it's from the CIA's perspective, it's like shades of gray here. But I just liked that whole concept, and then the CIA director um, coming in and doing her own investigation. It's like having checkers, chess, and then 4D chess all layered on top of each other, and it's like, okay, who's going to crumble first? Um, and I just found that dynamic in the movie very, very interesting. But yeah, a really, really solid film. If you guys have the time to check this out, if you're not taking the kids to go see the Minecraft movie, then this would be a pretty good movie to go and check out. But yeah, that's my review for The Amateur. Stick around for later in the day, guys, because I've got 2 more movies to review today. So until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.